Why are the kids in that neighborhood today not as likely to have such careers, especially after all the civil rights victories and all the billions of dollars worth of programs to get people out of poverty? What
Good question, is it not? Civil rights laws have been passed, things have been done to help the plight of poor people in America, black people in America, black and brown people in America. Government subsidies have been given, scales have been adjusted, wealth to some degree has been redistributed, all of these different things to make things better for these kids to come out of these neighborhoods.
government programs gave was transient and superficial. What they destroyed was more fundamental. My old school
Come on now. There's a statement that I'm making in my notes, and I'll go ahead and say it now because since you guys are not joining the conversation today, go back and watch this, and go back and watch this video and see that he's not making this statement and making it clear. Government programs lack consistency, and handouts will stifle human dignity. See that he's not making this argument. Government programs lack consistency. Well, when this administration is in power, they'll do this. When this administration is in power, they won't do that. Well, when this administration believes that we need to do this, and the government gets involved, and then it's all sort of a checkerboard approach. We'll do a little bit of this, then we'll do a little bit of that. And then, well, that doesn't really work, so we'll do a little bit of this, and we'll do a little bit of that. Government programs are inconsistent, but what you take from people is dignity. Go on and say it, Thomas O.
schoolmate recalls a teacher seeing him eating his brown bag lunch in our school lunchroom. A forerunner of a later generation of busybodies, she rushed him over to the line where people were buying their lunches and gave some sign to the cashier so that he would not have to pay. Bewildered at the swift chain of events, he sat down to eat and then realized what had happened. He had been given charity. He gagged on the food and then went to the toilet to spit it out. He went hungry that day because his brown bag lunch had been thrown out. He had his pride, and that pride would do more for him in the long run than any free lunches.
I do not hear people talking this way in our culture today. And somebody's got us, doggone it. Big Head said somebody's got to say something about it. I guess you need to say something about it. Giving people endless, and I'm not saying generosity and occasional charity is not a good thing, but giving people an endless string of charity will destroy their dignity and their work and their work ethic. You don't just give people stuff and just give. And I'm not trying to be cold-hearted. I'm saying that the example that he used, I think, needs to be a commonly understood example about basic psychology and the framework of human dignity that can be mined from the Judeo-Christian ethic, but it is much more than that. That if you continually do for people what they could do for self or what they have for themselves, they will perpetually be in a state where their pride and their dignity are less because people are doing what it is that they could be doing for themselves. I'd made a statement about 4 or 5 years ago when I went to Iowa State University. And I said, you guys should have me as a speaker for your university. And they said, who are you? And I told them who I was, a music artist, and different things. And I'll be willing to come and speak to the university, especially the Black students unions that were at Iowa State University. And they said, well, what are you going to say? And I said it out loud so that everybody could hear. Black people need to turn their music down, pull their pants up, and stop asking white people to do stuff for them. And the whole entire environment stopped. If I had my sound effect, time just went in slow motion as people literally started getting up from their desk and like peeking over their cubicles to say, who just came in here? It sounded like it was a black guy who said black people need to turn their music down, pull their pants up, and stop asking white people to do stuff for them. And you would have thought I dropped a verbal bomb in that situation. And I'll be willing to drop that verbal bomb again because I'm willing to substantiate everything. Look, I am for Black culture. My kids listen to Christian rap music. I am for there's times to turn your music up loud. When the kids are doing the dishes after dinner and they're in there and they're listening to their rap music, Christian rap music, and they're enjoying themselves and they're singing every word, turn the music up, enjoy yourself. There's times for that. But when you go into a dignified place of education, when you go into a library, when you go into a place that expects a certain decorum and you got to turn your music up because everybody has to kowtow to your culture, what the heck are you talking about? What are you doing? You have automatically put a mark on yourself that says we cannot cooperate with the people who are here. Do you think that's going to give you an opportunity for success when you go into a situation like that? Furthermore, pull your dang pants up. Look, I know, and I have black friends who will tell me, look, you can't be judging everybody who does. Dress according to what you want to accomplish in life. I don't need to wear a sport coat for this show. I'm literally in my own house, in my own studio, doing my own show, and I can dress however the heck that I want to. But I want people who are watching this show, if they've never seen this show before, to think that this man has some dignity and he's going to bring some argumentation that I need to hear because he has addressed himself appropriately to the occasion. I'm looking right at the screen now. Dressed himself appropriately to the occasion by which it is that he's trying to address a subject matter that is very important. Pull your dang pants up. And you don't hear black people who are talking like this. Turn your music down. There's times where you can turn your music up. In the locker room, turn your music up. Just celebrate with the team, turn your music up. When you come into a business and educational environment, turn your dang music down. Pull your dang pants up. And stop asking white people to do every dang thing for you and blaming white people for why you're not getting anything done. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're the reason why things are not getting done. Quit blaming it on white people. Anyway.
His father also had his pride. He tore to shreds a questionnaire that the school had sent home to find out about their students' living conditions. Today, even middle-class parents with PhDs tamely go along with this kind of meddling. Moreover, people like his father have been made superfluous by the welfare state and made to look like chumps if they pass it up.
Made to look like chumps.
What the school